You're definitely going for that.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I really want him to top deck something.
Yeah, because I didn't
that's
like,
arrogance.
Yeah.
That's
you
arrogance.
know, Natron is my teammate.
Yeah.
But it wasn't good play at all because you need. Whoa.
There we go.
Yeah.
I told him that's great.
Yeah. That's lethal.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
He's not sorry at all, so he takes this game.
He take the risk. Don't be sorry about
And
this.
I think Quatatos is going to punch Nathran when the
I will punch him for sure.
If this forces him to lose the match, I mean, it was a really
my gosh, why to play there?
Yeah, you can actually BM.
Yeah, you know.
I would BM him.
Yeah, you know, you can't lose match with a Belter and a Calculus on board. You actually can't lose the match.
Yeah. And he gave it away. I mean,
yeah, because Druid can only win with a combo. He don't have Gromas.
So and you go like, there you go, take the combo. And we are actually preparing for the next match.
Yeah.
Saucy is forfeiting his.
You know, big players make mistakes many times.
Of course, but in a tournament of this level that leads to Blizzcon by giving points, you should actually think the safe play. I mean, those guys have been here from 11 a.m.
And if you think that Druid had a dead turn, you have to think that Druid has some part of the combo in hand.
Exactly, and he's definitely, if he's not playing anything for a full turn, it means he needs to draw. So he's going to draw something. You see him not playing something on 9. He has 3-4 cards. He has the combo. Or he has a part of the combo.
He actually have 4 cards, okay? Let's see. One needs to be in the combo, okay? Yeah. So the other one will be Wild Growth for sure, because if it was something else, it will be dead.
And we're going back.
Oh, Handlock. I like.
We're having Handlock versus.
Handlock become very mainstream those days again.
I think it's still the Demon Lock. I'm playing the Demon Lock.
Yeah, me too. But in very big tournaments,
you're going for the Handlock.
Yeah, you see too much Handlock nowadays.
We saw the Mulligan already. A really good Mulligan for Soshi. Perfect.
No, it's Nathan who plays Warrior. You mean I
said Soshi.
You like the Drake?
Yeah,
but Nathan also has a very good hand with Big Game Hunter and Acolyte and
but on 2 turns Drake's gonna come down. I mean,
you don't really care about the Drake.
You should care about the Drake.
You know, Drake is not actually a threat against the Warrior because the 4 damage is not too much. It's good only to break armor.
Yeah,
the big problems are the giants. When Handlock has the giants and you don't actually have the answer, he breaks your whole armor, he breaks your HP, and you're in a bad situation.
If he knows what his opponent has, he should actually be happy that he got the BJH and stuff. I've lost so many games.
You know, Zombie Toe is actually not a very good minion if you have it on late game, but versus a warrior, when you have it
perfect start.
Yeah, when you have it in 1 mana, it's great because you break his armor. You don't let him.
He eats the armor slowly, and even if you have Shield Slam, you are being forced. For example, if now Zombitzo hits,
I would actually love to see Acolyte there. Why don't play an Acolyte?
Yeah, because he wanted to draw something.
Yeah, Acolyte will give you a draw, and if your opponent plays a null, it's okay because he didn't drop a coin Drake. He didn't
went for a Drake. The thing is, why is he tapping? He wants to overextend the power of his Drake, which might actually be his undoing. I mean, you can't.
Okay, now actually you're going Acolyte for sure.
Yeah, you're going to draw 2 cards. You know you're going to draw 2 cards because if you're gonna use the Whirlwind, then you're actually.
I don't really know why Nathan didn't play the Armorsmith.
He played Seal Block.
No, I mean for the turn 2.
Yeah.
Because versus a Handlock, Armorsmith is not a very good minion because most of the times he will get Shadow Flamed and be killed. So it doesn't really matter.
And it's a Shadow Flame.
Yeah.
We are definitely going to see a really big Drake right now. Which is
a really big Drake. 410? Yeah, that's the best Drake you can take.
That's the best Drake you can actually get. 4-9 is if you don't have a coin. 14 is if you have a coin. And the problem starts.
Not the best hand actually for Nathan here. he has the good bodies, but he don't really have the removals.
No, exactly. The thing is, down there is a Drake and a Zobitso. You're gonna get rid of Zobitso.
Okay, I think you that bite and attack the Drake here.
Yeah, but still you're gonna get like 10 damage.
Yeah, but your opponent has his Zobitso, so you will heal up next turn.
The damage won't be enough to say that it was value that you did there, and you need to actually hit twice.
Yeah, but the good point is that you have a big game hunter right now in your hand, so you can deal with the giant next turn.
For a giant. You always consider that he's gonna play the giant next turn.
Yeah, you see, playing an armor smith right now, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out his play. I mean, playing armor smith and the axe maybe to kill the zombie chow, but what are you gonna? Are you trying to draw something?
I think best answer is Death Bite and attack the Drake actually.
I really don't like this.
Yeah, he will not attack now. No, he attacked the zombies.
That's pointless.
Yeah, you don't even get the
You don't even
back.
get the health back, so there you go.
And now a Belcher will be catastrophic because you don't have
exactly,
the death.
because if you had the death bites, I mean, he doesn't know his opponent has, but even if you go
You
with
have
the
to play,
player,
you have to play around
player.
the Belcher, yeah, always.
And now what?
Yeah,
you're gonna throw Sylvanas down there, nothing kills Sylvanas.
Yeah, Sylvan's very good draw right now.
Yeah, but still you need...
But you know, if your opponent has no...
Exactly.
Yeah, the game is...
Even if he doesn't have an ult, you need
yeah,
to find a way
we can...
to wake
a very good
Sylvanas.
play there would be coin out Dr. Boom.
Yeah.
And then trade Sylvanas. Yeah, your opponent may take a Boombot or the 1-2 taunt from the Belcher.
Exactly.
So
or your big Drake.
or Dr. Boom. But you're okay with that, you know.
I don't know. I'm trying to see the best play here, which is actually I think I would go with your play also, coin Dr. Boom, but instead of trading I would actually go face. Now you're gonna tell me that
because
you are going to play around.
You know, you don't have to do that because actually Warrior has the cards to make Sylvanas take whatever he likes.
Yeah, of course.
Because you have many
Brawl.
movements. Yeah,
or
Brawl.
The simple card in this game is called Brawl.
If he has a Brawl, he will take the whole board back.
What's your opinion about the new card that we're gonna fight in Blackrock in the first fight? He's gonna take the 1-2, I'm sure.
That was a good pick, actually. What
that
card?
He wins the brawl every time. The one that your opponent.
What card we talk about actually?
Yeah, it's one card that you're gonna encounter in the heroic version of the first boss in Blackrock, the final boss. Which actually, if a brawl is being played, the specific card is staying alive. It has this effect. It's probably not for the players. It's probably
when you play a brawl.
Yeah, when you play brawl, this card stays alive.
It says that.
Yeah. That's
okay. That was very.
You're gonna encounter it in the heroic version of
that heroic. It's so fucking broken, man.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna keep that card. Because if this card is going to be given to the players, it's gonna mess up.
Yeah, it will be very good actually. I will play that in every deck.
In every deck. It's probably not the worst. We're having a small problem here, which
just give us some minutes.
Fix right now.
We are fixing this right now slowly. Oh wait, we saw the Hearthstone zones come on board. Do you like that?
No, because I'm playing against the handlock.
Yeah, you're afraid of Zaraxus, but when you don't have a
better
thread,
body, and
he didn't have a very good body. But
since you took the dragon from him, it's actually a good play because you're taking control of the board. You know that the handlock doesn't have as much removals as a warrior does, so you're telling him deal with it.
So let's see. We fix that right now.
Sorry for that, guys, but you know the things like that happen.
Yeah, sometimes happen. Okay, we're back to our game.
Back to spectates. sorry for this.
Yeah, let's see.
interruption.
Oh,
can
actually, players play.
Yeah, we didn't lost a thing.
Something important, yeah.
Yeah. Coin, he's gonna drop his mortal coil that we saw that he had.
And that call is very good. But you know, we say big game hunter in Northern Scan, so that you know, man, Dr. Boom never leaves.
Yeah.
Seriously, I never seen Dr. Boom leave.
And now we need to see how the game is going to be played. I wouldn't go for BG8s because considering I know I'm playing against a handlock, I would try to utilize.
You know, when I play warrior against a handlock and I have Gromas in hand, most of the times I'm going all in.
Yeah.
It's actually the best play against the handlock.
Because the player needs. He goes like, okay, I'm having so much health. I'm working with this. I'm working with that. I'm gonna do this and that, and then suddenly Gromas comes and forces you to face, and you're going like, now should I play my 2 giants or?
Yeah, and if you go very very aggressively against the handlock, most of the times he spent his stones to tone things up, so he will
He's actually losing it a bit.
Yeah, and then you don't have Gromas. You play a very good brawl, and then you win with Gromas or with some other big threats.
If he actually goes with that, he knows that.
Yeah.
But there is a Hellfire that's gonna.
Yeah, we see a great Hellfire actually here, but it will be too much armor for warrior.
Yeah.
It will be too much armor.
You have to do that. You don't want to leave that many minions because you know he's playing Kel'Thuzad. You know he's playing the heavy warrior with Kel'Thuzad. Sneed. You're not gonna let him have so much minions.
Actually, Sosi don't know that Nathan plays Sneeds, I think.
I think he does.
He didn't,
because if he figured out how the meta, which deck is using, I don't think he would be surprised if he played something else.
Okay, and now the armor is coming, but
it's interesting. Yeah.
Okay, let's see the armor.
The armor goes high, high, high in the sky.
Okay.
And then
2 damage. It's okay, I think.
It's not bad, but he still doesn't seem to have a play. So he is going to tap and going to draw BG8.
Oh, he drew his own BG8s. That's actually very good now.
Yeah, because if your opponent actually forces a combo with Gromas.
The good thing with Snitzel Shredder and Kel'Thuzad is that they're not the BG8 targets.
Yeah, so he's putting Sneak down, he's telling him deal with that. If you're not gonna deal with that, I'm gonna deal with you.
Yeah. Okay.
You have a giant with 3 right now.
Yeah, actually it's...
He needs to be played.
Yeah, because you have to break that armor. But he has an ult too in his hand, you know?
Yeah, I know.
You play the giant and you all
Giant,
Sneed.
then you all Sneed because...
He maybe give you a Deathwing.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter because you have BGS, but...
You actually don't care about Deathwing. We have actually spoken about him quite a lot today, and I would be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if he appears at some point. But if your opponent has a Brawl, if your opponent has Kel'Thuzad, you're not going to give him another free legendary.
Yeah.
You are going to...
But you know, spending a big game hunter in a Sneed's summon, that means that you can't duel with a Ragnaros or a Gromas after. Yeah, Handlock also has Siphon Souls, but...
Don't see the Siphon Souls and then really start to worry about him.
Okay, I'm here and you don't the owl, right? Yeah, right.
Don't the owl. You're telling him there, you're gonna trade, take my owl. And that's a really nice top deck.
Yeah, but I think you face tank the giant and not kill your Sneeds in the giant, I think.
I would go, I'm gonna use the weapon, kill the owl, trade this and then play KT. The mana are...
Oh yeah, sorry.
The mana
yeah,
is enough, so...
Yeah, but you can't play Execute too. You don't kill the giant.
You actually don't care about killing giants because then
Yeah,
your opponent is gonna
care.
have to deal with a Kel'Thuzad and another Sneed.
Yeah, but
that he owled the Sneed.
Yeah, but he can Shadow Flame the giant and kill both Sneeds and Kel'Thuzad at the same time.
Yeah, but personally...
But if Sneeds bring a second Kel'Thuzad...
Yeah, if he brings a second Kel'Thuzad or whatever, I mean, this deck is annoying. I have this deck and I know how annoying it is. Actually, I think
Yeah,
these days everyone has the same decks, unfortunately.
We have seen KT spawns from Kel'Thuzad so many times, I think.
Yeah. So now he's trying actually to figure out. I think he's going to go with my play again.
Maybe he will go with my play, I think.
Oh. Wow.
I really didn't like that.
Yeah.
I really didn't like that.
Too much.
Yeah, but you know, he wants to go for the next turn KT with Sneeds,
Yeah,
that's why.
Definitely.
He wants to save his needs so he can play a very good KT after, but I really didn't like the play because you lose your Groma's trigger.
Exactly. And I think your opponent has figured out that you have him.
And you will not win this game with KT or Sneeds, you will win with Groma.
You always, the finisher for the Warrior is Groma, so maybe Ragnaros if you can actually whistle him and he joins. That's what I think. I think it was a really bad play. I mean, I'd rather have a
not bad, but maybe.
Yeah, compared to the ones we discussed before. That was
you know, we don't really know actually his deck list. Maybe he has something inside that we don't know.
Yeah. Exodia. Anyway, he's going for Hellfire. He wants.
Yeah, you kill Sneeds here.
Yeah, you want to kill Sneed because you figure out he has Kel'Thuzad.
Yeah, you kill Sneeds and you also put your health low so you can play the Molten Giant next turn. Not right now, next turn. You going for the tap too? No, because you're afraid of the Taskmaster.
No, you're gonna put the Shield Maiden
on board.
Yeah, your opponent knows. He sees that it's already late in the game. You've seen this, you've seen that, and there comes the Fire Lord.
Ragnaros is very good actually here.
Yeah, I would personally. I would go for Ragnaros.
Just Ragnaros, right?
Yeah, just Ragnaros, nothing else. If he hits the face, you have a problem.
You also tap. Because if he has Taskmaster and Gromas, you're dead.
You know that you're dead. So you're going for Ragnaros. If Rag hits, actually wait. No. I think 5 for 9, 12. Yeah, you can actually tap.
I think you need to tap here because your hand's stuck with taunts and heals.
You need a really good body down there, and if you can actually try to lure something out from your deck, it would be way better.
Yeah, if we see a Taskmaster top deck next turn, it would be very great, I think.
We're not seeing the card actually. The client bugged a bit, so we can't see what sauce he draws.
Yeah. Let's see if we can restart that.
The client, because we can't see.
We can't see what card sauce he drew actually.
So let's see now. Yeah, the client is actually. Okay, we're gonna. Saucy. We're gonna leave Saucy, and sorry for that, guys. It happens sometimes. Let's see.
Okay, so we will be back in our game in
a matter of seconds, and there we're seeing Saucy's side.
Yeah, it was a coil.
Yeah. He turned. What did he play actually? He actually tapped and played nothing? No way. Our awesome technician from Razor's Edge.
Yeah, and Spectator.
The Spectator client still has some bugs.
Some bugs,
I think until Blizzcon it's gonna be perfect. So now we're back to where we are.
Yeah. Actually, what was the turns? Let me think.
He used the Hillbot.
Yeah.
That was
so
definitely with
Warrior trade Hillbot with
Slam.
With weapon.
With his weapon, sorry.
And attack phase with a Shield Maiden.
Yep. And now we're going for another Hillbot again.
I don't like to play Hillbots, because you need your health low for Molten Giants. Because if you draw Jaraxxus and you can play Jaraxxus and you can play Giants too, it's you stuck with the card.
You're having lots of issues.
Actually, Handlock, it's very difficult deck,
It's one of the few decks that can actually cause quite some thought. I mean, You know, to be honest, even Zoo needs some thinking at some point. And we see
Okay,
a 0 mana Dr. Boom.
we see a 0 mana Dr. Boom. That would be
That's really
OP as
wonderful.
fuck.
Yeah. That's not unstable portal. That's unstable.
Unstable
gaming issues. Dr. Boom.
Oh, we don't see the Dr. Boom in
We
board.
don't even see Dr. Boom appearing. We would like our technician to make a
Yeah.
restart again because the client is stuck. We're actually,
Yeah.
we know Dr. Boom played and he armored up, so we're gonna have another.
Yeah, we will
Client
restart our
reset.
client again.
Sorry for that again, guys.
But it's not our fault.
Yeah, it's not our fault. It's the client's fault.
We'll fix that in a moment. Okay, Dr. Boom on board. We see
BG8 is
yeah,
going
BG8
to
coming.
kill something invincible, which is definitely
Yeah,
Dr. Boom.
that's a nice BG8.
I think the game is going to be BG8 and Shadowflame.
Yeah. BG8 Shadowflame, yeah,
you clear the board.
You will go in low HP because Boombots will come both in your face.
You can actually throw a giant inside if the mana is right, because we need to see that.
Yeah. 2 Boombots that deals 8 damage in face will leave him
There
actually.
we go, there we can see the play, and the Doombots hit for 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
That's good. That's good.
That's really good, actually.
But you know, you can't tap anymore to lower your health.
He's greedy. He's really greedy, and I really hope this greediness won't destroy him.
And let's see how many cards Handlock has right now.
He armors up, and he plays.
I think he has something like 2 or 3 cards, I think.
Yeah, he has 2 cards according to what we see here. So the one play definitely is
It will be the giant.
The giant. We can't actually see the card that he drew right now. The client's really bad. I think the last card in his deck, he either drew Jaraxxus or he has Jaraxxus as the last card. We can't see the final.
I think he didn't draw a card. It's just you know, the deck has a
No,
back.
he drew. He's actually playing his turn, so he drew a card, but we can't see it. He didn't draw it with a tap. He actually drew it as his turn.
Yeah.
So he either has Jaraxxus in his hand, which we can't see it, or Jaraxxus is his last card. Sorry again for that, guys.
He has, I think he has 2 or 3 cards, something like that. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, according to what I see.
Yeah, a second Molten Giant.
A second Molded Giant and Jaraxxus. I think that's the final.
You know, many Handlocks doesn't really play Jaraxxus these days.
It's really bad.
Because they play Ragnaros or Sylvanas. Maybe he has Sylvanas.
Yeah, that's a change, but you're not an original handlock if you don't have Jaraxxus.
And you hear, you face Jaraxxus.
Or I am Mal'Ganis, I'm internal. Which is
Yeah,
every
I'm
time I scream
eternal.
in
Yeah,
that Mal'Ganis
I
goes
love
to the
Mal'Ganis. Yeah, it's great.
That's
It's
incredible.
greater than Jaraxxus actually.
Oh, there we go. We're gonna see what cards he has.
Okay, he has
actually drew.
a second Molten Giant, the Siphon Soul.
Are you going for an execute in a weapon?
Yeah, of course, he goes for an execute. I don't even speak about it because he has the you have the brawl. That's why.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's interesting, isn't it?
Water from the top, it's not so good actually right here.
Indeed. You're going for a Molten Giant
Yeah, you go for the Molten Giant for sure.
and Taunt.
No, you don't taunt. You don't need the taunt right now. You will trade the String Master.
Yeah, I guess.
Warrior can't really find 18 damage.
Right now, yeah. Indeed. The next brawl is going to be fun.
Yeah, let's see.
Would you weapon up and brawl?
Let's see. Let's see how many cards Handlock has in his deck.
2 cards. One is Jaraxxus. That's definitely.
Yeah,
He
2
drew
cards.
Sylvanas right now, so definitely. I'm going with that he's playing Jaraxxus. Erdar, Lord of the Burning Legion.
Okay, now you. I think going face this. Nah. Yeah, you go. But actually, you go face to make him put more stuff on the board.
Yeah,
and
then
next time
you
you brawl and you win with a Gromas.
A badass Twilight Drake again.
Yeah, but
Fortune,
but Sylvanas is also
You
very.
know he has a brawl. He's setting up a brawl, so you're telling him, okay, take my Sylvanas. If you dare.
I have no time for games.
There we go.
Actually, I would love to see Nathan going face with the weapon.
Yeah.
Because you have the brawl. You want to brawl everything and then kill him with brawl.
You are going to brawl right now.
Yeah, because now you're gonna brawl and you can't win.
And you need to pray that.
Yeah.
Actually, you for the 2-3. You want the 2-3 to live.
Actually, you don't want Shredder to live because
Yeah.
Shredder will be.
Shredder will be taken from Sylvanas.
Yeah.
If one of the biggies stay there, you have no way. You need to trade your Grommash
absolutely,
to
yeah,
get rid
yeah.
of it. I don't know. I mean, that's what I told you. You see arrogance from both players, and that's what happened to Nathan now.
Yeah. You see, many players make some misplays.
Yeah,
But
he goes like, I have Grommash in my hand, I have Kel'Thuzad, I have Brawl. Yeah, but you can't play a combo of those cards.
Yeah.
You can't
Actually, all warrior cards are very high mana curve to play to combine them.
Yeah.
If you want to play Sylvanas with a Brawl, you have to play one turn the Sylvanas, the next turn Brawl, and that's very hard.
He's going without even seeing what it is. He's going for the Brawl. Is 0-1 it's gonna be fun.
Oh, in the 2-3 leagues.
Wow.
That was very good, actually.
That's what I was telling you. That was the only outcome he wanted.
Yeah.
He wanted these 2-3 to stay up. And there is
And
no
you see,
Jaraxxus.
there's no Jaraxxus in there.
But the Fire Lord is going to bring some heat in the
Now Solstice has to taunt here.
Definitely. He knows the combo might appear.
Actually, to say the truth, I think Hamlet will lose in that one because fatigue without Jaraxxus. It's very hard.
the way the game goes. Well, he has a Siphon Soul.
But he has a very good. He has threats. He has still threats in his hand. So maybe we see him pressure Warrior right now.
Yeah, because
you have to play Drake
from
and Giant.
And
too.
Giant, Drake and Giant.
But if you play Drake and Giant, you will lose to a Taskmaster.
Yeah. Are you going for the top? I mean, you can't play around everything.
He played the Taskmaster, but you always have
Another one.
One more in Drake.
He's going for the Juggernaut.
Yeah, that's
impressive play.
Yeah, that was
you
the
get
best
rid,
play.
you get rid of the armor for a possible shield slam.
Yeah, and you have two very good tones right there, with no removals in Warrior's hand. Okay, Bolter is not so good.
It's not so good because he's gonna get Siphon Sword.
Siphon Sword, yeah, whatever. It doesn't really matter.
There's no execute anymore.
Yeah, it's a good Siphon Sword. You don't care. You can Siphon Sword that.
Yeah, because you can trade the small one. So you know Ragnar's definitely gonna hit.
Yeah, and you have to Siphon Sword that to win fast because you're on a clock now.
Now you are on the clock, so.
You know, maybe Nathan has a Murloc in his deck. You never know. Yeah, but the Warriors mains in those days.
I don't know. So far, I'm only seeing the heavy part of the Warrior.
You play Gromas here. I like that play actually because if you deal with if you deal with Ragnar right now, you know that Molten Giant and Twilight Drake is the two last threats.
Molten Giant is a static minion when he's being played. I mean, Ragnaros, he puts down himself in the field, but he will attack at the end.
Yeah,
it's not a static. It's not. But Molten Giant is useless. It's static.
Yeah, actually, Benz is not so good there.
And that's the thing that we were discussing before. Right now, just going for the side.
Yeah, if I was Nathan, I would definitely trade Gromas with Ragnar.
Yeah, because you have loads of minions.
Because Warlock is on the clock.
Exactly.
That's the only reason right now.
You need to force his minions out of there.
Yeah. You tell him play your minions or you will lose fatigue.
Exactly. Now you're going to
and if you draw a second to execute, yeah, that would be
game's over.
Yeah.
So now you're going to put Twilight Drake, Siphon Soul, trade the 2/2 with the 1/1, well, with the 1/2 and 8 in the face. And you're having a Ragnaros that you can't deal, you're having lots of things that you can't deal. But those two Ancient Watchers are dead.
Hey, let's see what else he will choose there. Drake and Siphon Soul, right?
Drake and Siphon Soul, that's the only.
Yeah, you have a dead coil here, yeah, actually.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You can never
now
play coil now. But play two Watchers with an Argus, it's stronger. I don't know.
Still, they're static minions.
Let's think. You know, maybe Nathan has second brawl somewhere.
I think he wishes he had a second brawl right now. Maybe he has. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I've seen many interesting plays and decks that we haven't featured stream because there's so many players here.
You definitely play Sealed Maiden and Acolyte right now, right?
Yeah.
Because you force Warlock to trade here.
Yeah, there's nothing else that you can actually
Okay,
do.
2 damage and fatigue for Saucy right now.
Yeah.
And we will see the Molten Giant comes out too or not.
Yeah, definitely. This is
I would like to save my Molten Giant in the case of the second brawl.
No, because you have to play Molten Giant. See, the positioning is terrible. If the Drake was on the left, she could actually play the Giant and the Defender of Argus. She could go with the 5-5, with the 5-8 to take the 5-5.
You can do the same right
with
now.
the 2-1.
Shield Slam from top, it's very good if Ragnaros actually hits a Shield Maiden right now. Because if Ragnaros hit a Shield Maiden right now, you will armor up and kill
Yeah, definitely.
the Ragnaros.
Ragnaros has a timer on his hand right
Actually,
now.
it's the same, because if Ragnaros go to your face, you will have the 5 damage of the Shield Maiden on board, so you will trade the Ragnaros again. And maybe that's better, because with Kill the Zad, you will take the body back.
The thing is, he's not. This is a really, really bad play.
If I was Nathan actually, when I saw Ragnaros, I would play Kel'Thuzad after the Siphon.
Exactly. This is a really, really bad play.
Okay, second one Smother from top. And we have the Ragnaros trade right here, you know?
Definitely, you're
Yeah,
not getting Ragnaros.
actually you have a very good play here. You got Taskmaster, you choose Maiden, trade Ragnaros and just play Kel'Thuzad.
And your opponent, you see, he has 8 damage. I mean, if you consider he has Xeraxes.
Yeah, he has 8 damage, but you have firepower on board.
Yeah, exactly.
But
And if-
he maybe is dead too in the next turn, you know? And you still have shield blocks and shield maidens in your deck. You can take HP back.
Exactly. Well, what I can see here is that Saucy
I
has
think-
8 damage.
Yeah, I think Taskmaster and Kel'Thuzad is the only play here.
Yeah.
Because
I mean,
actually
you
can
have to deal with
yeah,
the
you can
stones.
deal. Yeah, you can deal with the board right now.
You need to get rid of the board as much as you can.
You know, because if Nathan finds a shield block or a second shield maiden, he can stabilize the board with a Kel'Thuzad. Or maybe he top deck a second Belcher. That would be great.
Yeah. I think Nathan has like 4 or 5 cards.
Yeah, we have 2 shield blocks in there, 1 Belcher.
He has to do it. He goes this way. He needs to play KT.
Yeah, he's KD right now.
He needs to
He definitely-
bring the board control back.
Listen, if he had draw a shield block, it would be great because you will shield block, you have the shield slam, you will remove 1 more threat, and you have 3 very good minions on board.
He goes well played. He considers his opponent that has
Yeah,
Xeraxes. I'm
Yeah.
really sure he's going to be surprised when he
You
figures that.
face Juraxus.
It's going to
Okay.
be really fun right now.
Now you go face, I think.
Yeah,
In
you
the hollow
can.
side.
There's no other way. I mean, and this is where he goes like, what?
Yeah, he don't have the Juraxus.
And now we're going to see the final card that's going to be picked, and it's a Belcher.
You see,
Yeah.
I'm a very good player. I told you, a Belcher will
That's
come
it.
from top.
I mean, he's gonna clear, but boom. If I'm right, yeah, he doesn't have little. Let's see. He goes. He's gonna trade. Kel'Thuzad's gonna stay alive. Then you're gonna go for Belcher. You shield slam. You go with Belcher. You armor up. You shield slam the 2-1. So your opponent has 2 for 6. Actually, no. Saucy wins.
Yeah, I think it's lethal.
Yeah. Saucy has lethal. There's no point. I mean, if you could force Belcher to attack and get 2 of them as how minions you have. No, it's a win for Saucy. Let's see if I'm right. Yep, he plays what I thought he would play. He's gonna go for Slats Belcher. He's gonna armor up. He's gonna kill the 2-1.
Yeah, and the game goes to
And the
no.
game-
And
Yeah.
no, because Wait, let's see how much fatigue damage will Sosi take. Yeah, he wins because he can play the coil first and trade the Belcher with a 2-3. Actually, the coil was useful here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he BMs. he played coil in the end.
I told you. He's gonna draw and wow.
Yeah,
That's
a BM.
really BM. The game goes to
Sosi, and it was a very good match actually. We saw some mistakes from the players, but in the end it was a very good match.
Yeah, indeed. I was BMing there. I knew about this play.
I would play the coil in the start, and I would tap to take fatigue. Yeah, tap.
That would be really smart.
And now the score is 2-1 for Sosi.
2-1 for Sosi. Sosi who lost the first game, but then he came back.
What's the last class that Sosi will have?
Sosi has. I think the last class Sosi has a hunter. Not sure though. 100? Yeah, 100. No, then unfortunately our
Sosi is actually a very good player. I know him from old days. He played Dota, and he was one of the most smart people.
The good thing here in Greece is that we have really good players in esports, and all of them are actually competing on high levels of gaming in whatever game they play. I mean, they left Dota, they're here in Hearthstone. Probably they're gonna come in Heroes of the Storm. That's coming.
Yeah, Counter Strike. We have some good players in Counter Strike too.
And we're actually waiting for the players to start.
Okay, let's see. I would like to see Nathan plays Warrior again.
Yeah, really? After what he did?
Yeah,
really?
Warrior is a third class, you know. I like Warrior.
He's going for the Warrior and there's the rogue. Yeah, we forgot the rogue. That actually lost the first game.
Yeah, but you know, now that your opponent has rogue, you don't play Warrior. You know that Warrior will win.
Indeed.
You play something else.
Yeah, you're going for the... You know that the Warrior is going to get the
match. Yeah, you play your Druid to see if you can win with the Druid. If you win with Druid, you know that you won the series.
I mean, you're cursed to lose at some point.
But it's the thing we said on start. When you bring your opponent on 2-2, you make him fear that he will lose.
Exactly. And what about Sosi and Nathan now? Because Sosi was losing 1-0 and then he goes like boom.
Yeah, 2-1. We see Conceal. Whoa.
Conceal, wow.
We see Conceal. That's a very good card, actually. That players have forgot nowadays.
Yeah. It's really nice. Wow. It's a really bad starting hand for both of the players.
No, actually, wait. Nathan has a coin into Acolyte, into Taskmaster. You know, my opinion is that Rogue can't really lose. Warrior can't really lose against a Rogue. You just armor up and you win.
Yeah, that's the thing, and especially when you don't put minions down. Now, that's the BM here. Earthen Ring for 0.
Yeah, I like that.
And now he's definitely going for the Fairy Warriors.
Fairy Winax.
That's the card that every single warrior is playing.
Yeah, every warrior has this card, man. Why?
Except Nathan, that he didn't have it at his starting hand. We're going for Gnome's Inventor.
But he had it when he needed it.
Yeah, indeed. A really good body.
Yeah, I like Gnomes in Rogue too. Nowadays people don't play Gnomes, but I like Gnomes very much.
Yeah, there are many cards in this game that are being underrated because they haven't been in the current meta.
Yeah, I want Hearthstone to become a game with a bigger deck pool.
Yeah,
I want to see like 35 or 40 cards.
Yeah,
I would love to see that.
Don't forget, the game still is in its first year. Happy birthday, Hearthstone. It's been a year, it's been a blast. The thing is, you're having this game for a year. Definitely at some point you're gonna add
1 year on open beta because it is 2 years.
Let's not discuss about that. The thing is, how are you going to
Pizza salmon. Le grill.
The thing is that you're dancing against some theories, like how a new class that people want everyone screams. Like Ultron is attacking, for example. We want a new class.
Yeah.
In order to put a new class, you need to add in your mind the fact that there are mechanics that need to be done. Okay, you can put a Death Knight class, and the hero part of the Death Knight class, it's gonna give one skeleton.
Yeah.
Like the
Paladin,
opposite
yeah.
of the Paladin. But you need to create new mechanics, new cards, and then if you're actually gonna put that, people are gonna complain. Give us new mechanics.
Yeah,
So,
or give us another class. We don't
Yeah.
like Death Knight. Give us Monk.
Monk would be a really interesting card actually.
Yeah, but when you
By
create a new
chance.
class, you have to check all other classes first. So it will be balanced between the classes, you know.
Something is really hard.
Okay, let's go back to
Sure,
our
let's
game.
go.
And
It was a fun commentary about
Yeah.
the class, but let's focus on the game.
Susie's hand is not bad actually because he has Gadgeton with the Conceal for the next turn, and I think here you go with the Thalnos and the SI7, the Taskmaster.
Indeed.
Or maybe you can, you can sub Acolyte maybe, and SI7 on Taskmaster.
It would be actually a really good play. You're gonna have a body down there. You're gonna
Yeah, because next turn you have Gadgeton with Conceal, and you will Conceal Gadgeton and your SI7
Yeah.
too.
and he goes for that.
Yeah, I like his play very much.
So she wants to get revenge for losing the first
Yeah.
match.
This guy's toast.
Actually, I'm happy I see this play from Sosi. Because maybe no one remembers that Sosi plays Gadgeton in his deck. But most of the warriors now, they can't deal with a Conceal. They forgot about Conceal. And Conceal will be huge here.
He's gonna be surprised. He's definitely gonna be surprised with him still coming.
And let's go back to the old days where Gadgeton draws your whole fucking deck
Miracle Draw.
and just blow up. Oh, I like
People,
that. Yeah.
and people were complaining about the hunters.
Yeah, I love what I'm seeing right now. You know?
Would you brawl here?
Definitely.
You really don't want Gadgeton to stay here.
Definitely, because look at his curve. He has Thalnos into a Eviscerating Belcher, into a second SI7. That's
There
too
we
much
go.
cycle. That's too much. Oh, and the sprint.
And the sprint, which means
Yeah,
he is going to draw 2 cards, if I'm counting correctly.
If you play sprint right here, you will draw 5 cards,
Yeah,
and you will
plus-
have a hand size of 10 cards.
Yeah.
So it's not so good.
No,
I think
no, it's
Thalnos Eviscerate the Belcher and
Thanos and
SI7.
Resident Belcher, SI7,
And go face.
7 in the face. And
But-
definitely a brawl is coming as
Yeah,
well.
but you don't care for the brawl because you already force the warrior to play brawl there, and next turn a sprint will be explosive.
Exactly. And he's going to go for the sprint. Why are you doing this also?
I think he wanted the preps.
Yeah, if you actually...
Alexstrasza, what the fuck?
On Cleave, where's the prep? And there's the prep, and it changes. It actually changes everything because he gets a prep, he gets a poison, he can do and draw everything.
Yeah, but you know, you need the firepower because you have to shut down the warrior before it's too late, before he has too much. I think he played sprint for a second sub there, to be.
Yeah, he wanted to get rid of Sylvanas, I guess. Still, Gadgeton is gonna be bye-bye here.
Gadgeton will say goodbye there, but now you don't care at all because you're.
I think you have your whole deck up there and you draw.
Actually, I'm seeing now. Sosi forgot to play a card. He
Yeah.
will burn a card right now.
Yeah.
He has 10 cards in hand.
Exactly, that's why I told you he needed to poison there.
Yeah, he needed to.
But I don't know, maybe he's nervous, maybe, but I don't know what he's
But
doing.
when you play a spell, you draw a card. When you play a spell, you draw a card. So it will be the same.
Exactly, unless what he burns is like a preparation. I think that's the worst case scenario. If he burns a preparation, it's gonna ruin.
Preparation right now is not very important, Kant. I think something like oil or a charge that he has in deck, it's
Yeah.
much important.
Let's see
More
now.
important.
We have an armor smith here. We're trading.
We will still trading with Gadgeton.
Yeah, he goes like, no, I'm not gonna let you draw 1 billion cards more.
Yo, double acolyte there,
Let's
that's very
see.
good.
Wow!
And he
That's-
burst Dr. Boom, that
that's
was
really-
great.
That's
Yeah.
really
Dr.
good.
Boom, Alex Straza, and Van Cleef in the same deck. That's a very heavy rogue version.
So we're gonna have the 3-2 attacking the 5-1 for attacking.
Yeah, for sure, for
Sylvanas.
sure. You get rid of Sylvanas right here.
You have poison. You're gonna actually play poison blade.
And you Alex Straza in his face? I think yeah.
Yeah, considering that it has all the small ones down there.
Yeah. You'll be afraid of execute, but it's a very good turn
It's a
to
really
Alex
good
Straza
turn.
right now.
You actually deal to him 15 damage. Now he's probably going for what I told you, the clear version. It's
Clear version here when you give him so much armor.
yeah,
I
you're
don't know if I
giving him
like.
armor, you're giving
Yeah.
him cards, you're giving him your own minion. So
We will see.
yeah,
Mistakes were made. Yeah,
made.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you figure it out, right? That mistakes were made.
2 cards, a bunch of armor, a turn to play somebody.
I think he kind of.
You assign your own minion. I didn't like that at all. To be fair.
I think he kind of lost it. Saucy lost it.
Yeah, I know Sauce's a good player, but he totally misplayed there. You just go for the Sealed Maiden and not more up. You
Yeah.
don't need something else right now.
I can take the hit.
You
And
don't
that's a
definitely
really
Shield Slam.
bad play, in my opinion. Giving the Shield Slam so easily.
Listen, it's not a bad play. I would do the same because I don't expect Alex Straza coming on.
Yeah, but still, so many threats on the road.
I say it's one of the threats, you know.
Let's see now. He's probably. I think he's going
For a big,
a big Van Cleef.
yeah, big enclave, it would be nice here.
We're going for Thalnos.
We go with Thanos,
Preparation.
Violet Teacher, prep into eviscerate the Sealed Maiden, and trade here with a weapon and play the Van Cleef.
Let's see. Are we gonna have another big mistakes were made? But the thing is, a bloody brawl is coming after that. A really harsh brawl. I think that's the reason he kept the armor smith. I mean, he could have made some other plays, but yeah.
Okay, Violet Teacher coming down there, and we will see the eviscerate too, for sure.
Not sure. Are you playing Violet Teacher before you play Eviscerate? Because if you think your opponent's gonna brawl,
play around the brawl, no.
yeah, the 1-1 is not the best
No,
choice.
you know, because he didn't draw too much cards there, and but I would definitely go for the prep version and the
Yeah.
big Van Cleef because you see Sealed Slam played, so
Yeah,
you definitely go for the big
now-
Van Cleef.
Now again, he doesn't know what to do. I mean, he is going for this play. It's definitely the best choice. And
Okay,
He's-
look worried now.
armor hoarding
Yeah.
right now. He's
How
actually
can-
on
how
44 health.
How can a warrior with so
Wow. Okay.
sabotage from top?
Interesting. If you wouldn't have
Actually, I like this deck very much.
yeah, that sabotage is something awesome. So you're definitely keeping your prep now for sabotage.
yeah, for sure.
I would go for.
But how kill
Alex
the,
Straza.
how you kill a warrior with 44 HP?
You start with Alex Straza.
Yeah, okay. And after that, what do you do?
You pray you're gonna kill him. I mean,
Yeah,
the
but-
armor is high enough. The problem is that in every. No, you're not gonna do that. Are you really? The thing is, every round, every turn, your opponent is playing something. You know he has Kel'Thuzad, you know he has Brawl, and now you're trying to figure out.
You don't know if he has Brawl actually. You can't know that. But he,
Again,
he
we're
wants
midway.
he wants to do the big Van Cleef, I think, or the Alex Straza right here. But if Alex Straza survives the Brawl, maybe we will see a loser, right?
Definitely. Ooh, there's go. He's going for the Alex Straza.
Yeah, Alex Straza.
If Alex
FK.
Straza, or changed his mind at the end.
Yeah, I like the fact that he plays 6/6 Van Cleef because he play around the BT8.
BG8. He's around BG8. His opponent is definitely going against a Brawl. He's keeping preparation in order to play Sabotage if needed.
And he bait out the Brawl there.
Yeah.
Let's see what
Oh.
Okay, the token was the bad body there, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
okay because now you have Alex.
Now you have Alexstrasza and he needs to get 8 damage on his head in order to get rid of your Alexstrasza. I mean, he has 21 health.
And you don't actually have a removal right now.
You have
But
one
I think
execute.
we will see BJs from top.
Yeah.
It always happens.
It would actually be cool. If I really don't want
BJ's
I
from
know
top.
he's your teammate, but I really don't want him to get a BJH. I would feel sorry for Saucy. And we have Gromas here, and wow. He's going for the 8 in the face. See how the armor drops?
Yeah, it's it's good. They get down in face is nothing when you have 16 armor.
Yeah. And there's this Drake, which
I
is
think
going to
we
be
will see the
combined
sub.
with Sabotage.
Yeah.
Here.
And oil coming from top, and I think you prep the sabotage there because you want to re-weapon.
Yeah, you definitely need to re-weapon. Because since you have the oil, and you're going to play against Gromas at some point. but he's
Yeah,
not
playing Gromas against a 4/4 Drake, it's great actually because the best move that Drake can make is sub your Gromas, and that doesn't work.
And that's fine. And he's not going even for that.
And
He's
now
like,
we are in the point that Warrior just wins this match.
please shield some your own Gromas. Please do that.
No,
Let's have
why-
fun. Kill your own Gromas. Let's laugh. I didn't do it.
And you see there,
Yep, you don't have a weapon, you have nothing.
oh, he can kill the Gromas now, but if you kill the
Is it
Gromas,
worth it to kill him?
I think
that
it's not
way?
worth it.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. He's going to draw to pray for
Backstab
something.
is
It's really bad.
very.
I
not-
think
not
Nathran
useful.
gets the game.
Yeah, you can kill a 28 HP warrior when you're rogue. You
When
have to build a very big weapon and just go face and pray to the god.
Leave God outside of this. This is Hearthstone. There's no gods here, only moon.
Yeah, there are. The RNG gods, man.
Yeah, I haven't discussed with them for quite some years, so it's okay. The thing is now, the warrior has gotten the game because even if you deal with his Gromas, you will have 14 health, and in your last 5 cards, we don't know what's gonna happen. Yeah, of course he's going for this. He's going for 4.
You go face and flare here. I think.
Yeah, still it's not value at all.
It's a.
Yeah, you got rid of his Gromas.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
but you don't have damage now. Damage, it's over.
Yeah, but hey, wee.
Yeah, Taskmaster is good there.
Almost out of cards.
I'm almost out of cards.
Back to work.
He's back to work. He's going to draw the
Okay,
last.
fan of knives into escape, no concede.
Yeah,
It's the best play here, I think.
I
I'm
think.
out of cards.
And the
Okay,
sub end
yeah.
game is over.
Oh, we got
And the client crashed.
Yeah, the client crashed again. But the game is over. We
The
know.
game is
Yeah,
over.
Warrior won there.
It's 2-2 right now.
Yeah.
We're
So
going to-
we have a rogue for the
Versus-
saucy side, and we have a druid
Druid.
for Nathan's side.
the epic show.
I like the fact that Nathan had his druid deck until now. So Saucy has no info about this druid.
Still, Nathan could have actually finished the series earlier, but his plays ruined it for him.
So let's see. We will set up our match again, and we will move to the druid vs rogue.
And let's see.
Okay, we're heading
I
back.
know Nathan is your teammate, but so far, who do you think? Because I really can't see one of them winning.
It's my teammate, but I always say the truth. Yeah, I don't really like none of the two players right now. I think both of them made mistakes.
Yeah, indeed. And we
Okay,
saw
we-
that. We already
yeah.
have the Mulligan.
Yeah.
The thing is,
Oh.
Saucy. The problem is
Nathan has the
Yeah.
card. He has the wild growth. We know wild growth is bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you one thing now. Saucy has a really big problem. Nathan saw all his cards. So if Nathan can keep in his mind what he
Yeah.
saw,
He can play
actually
around, yeah.
everything.
Yeah. And actually we see one Violet Teacher in Sauce's deck. That's in there. I don't really like Violet Teacher, because Violet Teacher it's if you have Violet Teacher on board and you have oil in hand and maybe you have lethal, you maybe lose lethal because of the Violet.
And now we see some dead turns from Nathan, and probably some dead turns from Saucy also.
Oh, he got this A7, and if you're good at, I don't really know why Saucy attacked with his weapon.
Yeah, he's like, come on, Sauce, think next turn. You're gonna give him a full turn. I mean, if he drew a 2 minion, he could actually poison up and then play the minion. But no. Alex Strasser comes really often in his hand. There's the Belcher here, deal with it.
Maybe won the coin for Alex Strasser. Why not Alex
that would be
Strasser?
awesome.
Against the Druid? It's not very bad.
Right now, there's.
We will see poison in size 7 for sure, and clear the Belcher. You still have the token, but you clear the Belcher in his first form.
He could actually go for.
And you will still have
backstab.
yeah, you have backstab.
Backstab poison.
But I think it's not necessary actually.
Yes, it is. I mean, you can clear the whole Belcher with backstab poison and.
Yeah, but you know,
SS.
it not really matter to kill the 1/2.
Eh,
You know, you maybe want a backstab because Druid has
no,
big threats.
You don't know how sadistic Druid people in these tournaments are. We haven't seen Nathan's Druid deck, so if suddenly something weird appears, like I don't know, maybe buff the 1/2, you're definitely not going to use it because
Yeah, I like the way that so she didn't use a backstab there. Actually, I like that fact.
it was the right play, to be honest.
It was the right play because Druid has very big threats, and you maybe, you know, he has the poison. If he has a flare in his hand with the backstab, you can kill a 5 target, 5 HP. Okay, we will see the Drake comes out now, or yeah, you can't prep on sprint right now. Actually,
It'll be silly.
you will play Azure for sure because you play a threat too.
And speaking of Azure for sure, and burning cards, let's think the burn Dr. Boom, what difference would have made in the previous game if Dr.
Yeah.
Boom wasn't burned. He could actually have won the game because he would have another big issue for
Yeah.
Nathan to deal with. That's the
Maybe
thing.
he will play Boom.
Yeah.
Nathan Brawl, the Dr. Boom, and then he will have a very big Van Cleef.
He prepped to prep. 2 sprints.
Yeah, but
I think he's praying for Blade Flare, which he didn't roll.
So you play Backstab there, right?
You definitely play backstab and then your turn.
You have 9 cards in hand. It's not necessary, but
Yeah. I don't know.
maybe you don't play because you have Gazezen in hand too.
You want a dead turn. Yeah, he chooses the dead turn. But there is a wonderful Dr. Boom that you can
Yeah,
play
always
here.
Dr. Boom on 7 mana.
Dr. Boom is from statistics. It's the card that if you have in your deck, you're 100% playing in 7 mana.
Yeah.
No matter the circumstances. Well, of
It
course,
depends,
if you have to choose between getting a taunt, which could save you from lethal range,
Yeah, and Dr. Boom,
or
yeah.
Dr. Boom, you're going for this. But let's say 95% of the times, Dr. Boom is being played on 7 mana.
And I think Sosi doesn't actually have a lethal clear here.
Yeah,
But you sure attack with the shade there because in the case of Flurry, you lose your shade
Exactly.
for nothing.
and we're going now for.
He can clear the boom, but he can't clear the whole board.
It's really interesting gameplays here.
I think you clear the boom there.
You need to clear Dr. Boom here. He is a problem.
7 damage is too much for Rogue.
Yeah. Well, he has heals on him, but still, you know that your opponent combo boy. So
Yeah, combo is very painful.
it's really
Deadly.
sneaky. Yeah. Would you go for? Yeah.
If he left
you're
the boom,
back.
if he left boom on board, he can have a lethal next turn with just rid of the claw and savage roar. Okay,
that's
we'll still
too
clear
soon.
there, and I think you end your turn, right?
Well, there's nothing you can play, so you end your turn.
I think you don't raid the 1/2 token, right?
No, there's no point in breaking it. But,
Raid it. Yeah, he may be afraid of rid of the claw savage roar.
yeah, but it's no, you can't have. I don't know. It's like
It would be lethal if he had rid of the claw and the savage roar.
yeah, but are we playing to win or are we playing to not lose? Because if you're playing to not lose, you will lose. This is how you play. We've
Yeah.
said it. You need to be aggressive in this game at some point. You need to take initiative. But at some other points, you need to figure out. You need to be a step further.
Forward, yeah.
Forward, yeah. You are keeping the bloody weapon with the poison. I mean, you draw. You have drawn half your deck. You have 2 blade flares in the other half of the deck. I would want him. I'm not a bad person, but I would want him to draw a blade flare right now.
We can
Would
see,
be-
we can see.
yeah,
A
he-
rid of the claw in charge mode there would be very nice because
because you start pressure.
yeah, and you see your opponent broke his weapon.
exactly.
So he needs an oil with or a second poison with a blade flare to counter your board right now.
And you definitely see. You've seen his.
And you know, Set of Max Rammus doesn't really die in a deadly poison blade flare there.
Game's just over. Next turn.
Yeah, and we
damage
see
again.
Lothar. Yeah,
I think Nathran is washing away the shame for your team what he
Yeah.
did, on what he did
Yeah,
in his
yeah.
previous games. He actually.
I
played
agree with
really
you.
good. I mean, boom.
he has a very good druid deck actually. We spoke about that and
I'm gonna get the list after the game.
yeah, it's very nice because it's very ramp style druid, but he also has a combo inside I think.
9, 10, 15. It's over.
I think, yeah,
the game is lethal. I mean,
Yeah, I think there's no solution right now for
yeah.
Soshi.
The fun part is you wanna play.
I think Rogue was in front of the game actually, but that prep sprint,
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
It killed it. And why you want to play Fan of Knives? You wanna get more than 1 damage on you? Or you think you're miraculously draw? See?
Yeah, deadly version is nothing there.
Oh, 1 damage.
I mean, you can clear this fate, but it doesn't really matter
You
because
clear
it
the
will go
fate
9
because-
HP, yeah, and first hit. But it's still lethal, right? With the rid of the claw inside.
Yep. Game's over.
So game's over and Nathan wins right now.
Nathan takes a series. Let's see. He
Yeah.
might make a silly mistake.
Yeah, he will take the series and 3 and 2.
Boom.
Okay,
Game
and
is over.
the game is over. We lost the 2 players. There was 5 very good games.
It was
actually.
really.
We saw
really
some
awesome.
mistakes, but it's cool. It was
Well,
okay.
mistakes happen at this level of play.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone is nervous. There's also a losers bracket, but you don't want to go to the losers bracket. It's a drag.
Yeah.
No one wants to go there. They want to keep winning.
I like the big series when the games come 2-2 and it depends on the
Yeah.
last match. I like that very much.
And I also like the luck part. I mean, I want my opponents to actually have the lady luck with them. You know that you need to play, and that's a game, because if there is no fun and no luck, there is no game.
I love this in many games together. So, guys, we will close now. We will come back in some minutes, set up our next match, and thanks,
Thanks for having me here. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stick myself to probably a later match.
Yeah.
I will see you later, guys.
Yeah. So, see you later, guys.
Hey guys, we are live with Buddy of
Hey guys.
Team Razor's Edge Gaming. I am Deathylor and we are going to see a match of the losers bracket right now. It's going to be Inquisitor of my team, Order of Gul'dan, and his opponent is
Refuse. I have Lethal.
of Team Refuse.
Team Refuse, yeah.
Both players are pretty experienced,
Yeah.
some of the biggest names in Greece.
Really well known.
Especially
many
at
success.
local level, yeah.
So, do you have any information about the deck list? And
Yeah, I know Inquisitor's deck since he's my teammate. He's actually playing like Paladin, Druid and Rogue.
Okay. As far as I remember, I have Lethal has Mage, Warlock, and Rogue.
Yeah, and I've seen his Warlock
Yeah.
deck. It's kind of weird. It's like a Demon Lock, Handlock hybrid
Yeah.
with some nice tags. And I want to see the deck in action, to be honest.
So, are the players ready? Oh. I'm actually a new player. It's probably the first time you see me. I'm a new member of Radiosheds Gaming.
But we're going to see you again, right?
Yeah, you're gonna see me again in the Vigam House Cup finals. I qualified from the first qualifier. We'll
Yeah.
be facing Firebat on Saturday. Hope you're all guys there to support me. We need some cool decks, some good preparation, and of course some luck.
Yeah, we wish you the best of luck as the Greek community.
Thank you very much.
And
We'll do my best.
you can also play versus Fortune if you win or you lose.
Yeah,
I want to see you against Fortune. It's like,
Force is like a piece of cake for you.
no, I don't know. It's maybe.
Yeah, you've beaten the hell out of him like twice.
You have to be a
so
role
it's-
player to beat him, right?
Yeah. So I think the players are getting ready. So how do you think of these lineups, like in conference format? Do you
Yeah.
think that someone has an advantage?
Yeah, let's
like
see.
the man games the first game.
Druid, Paladin, Rogue, right?
Yeah,
From Inquisitor.
versus Mage, Warlock, Rogue.
Yeah, I don't know the match list. Have you any ideas? The match list?
No, I have no idea. I think I have Lethal is running the typical Mech Mage.
Typical Mech Mage.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see the Mech
Yeah.
Mage being pretty good against Inquisitor, since he is running Druid and Paladin.
Still, we have to see how the matchup of Druid versus Warlock, which is always interesting to see.
Yeah, yeah. And I really don't know what will be the opening deck of the two players.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be important in this case because like we can see some very one-sided matchups.
Of course, yeah. Like in Conquest format, like your goal is all of your decks beating one of his decks. Even when you
Yeah.
come down 2-0, he may not win any game. So if he has one weak deck, in contrary to your lineup, he will probably lose. And that's the whole point, and that's what makes it more like weird and more not really mainstream.
And we have seen you excel in the Conquest format, like been doing really well in past qualifiers and finally winning the crucial one in the VI game, which was in Conquest
Yeah.
format, right?
I've analyzed a lot this format together with my teammates like Kirst, who is my
Yeah, it's. I'm playing with
I
you
think
guys
we
as
have
well.
some- yeah,
I don't
with you
really,
as well.
I don't really like this format, but let's see. It's a new format. It's going to be supported by Blizzard, and we can see now the players. It's Mage versus Paladin.
Yeah, I think I have Lethal picked his. Can we move the? Yep.
Bar a bit. So it's the typical Mage, and
Yes.
he's running secrets, as we can see from the Mad Scientist.
Of course, yeah. We saw Lothar run like one counterspell, one mirror entity, like to catch his opponents off guard.
Yeah.
Which it was kind of weird, but
Yeah, it's
it worked pretty well for him.
I've done it as well. I think it's better if you do it like in an online tournament or in the ladder, because then your opponent will not see your decks again. But in a LAN tournament, if one guy sees your counterspell, it will be probably spread to everyone, and
So you won't have
eventually
an
they will
advantage
know.
next game.
Yeah. So we can see both hands right now. Inquisitor is running a pretty defensive Paladin with Layer
Yeah.
Hands. It's a staple.
Shield
but
Master.
Shield Master is kind of new addition. I have to give the edge to the Mage with his hands, right?
Yeah, of course. Though his hand is pretty good actually.
Yeah. Just no valid place on turn 3. He has to just
For Inquisitor as well. Like
Yeah.
still, he didn't get like the tall, huge burst opening with mech
Yeah,
warpers.
absolutely, and he's going for the Yeti now, I guess.
Yeah, I think it is the only.
He just instant coined. I don't know, I would probably consider Spider-Man here as well. He's like,
Yeah, it was pretty. He had a good play on curve. Probably
Yeah.
he didn't need to use the.
because like
the
he
prime.
snapped coined and now he's thinking about it. Maybe he thought he could blast mage, but realized the Mad
Mad
Scientist
Scientist is not a mech.
Yeah, he knows that, but he probably had that in his mind. So he's probably going for the Yeti right now. It would be a mistake to just throw the.
Okay, I don't know if it's a mistake because he's also like setting a goblin.
Yeah,
blast mage for
absolutely.
next turn.
I'm saying
Yeah.
if he played the Spider-Man with the coin being used.
Sure.
Yeah.
Probably we'll see like
Yeah.
the weapon from Inquisitor now.
Yeah.
I think you don't want to leave the mech on board.
Absolutely, and he also developed a weapon which is
Yeah.
really important against the mech mage.
I think this matchup in general favors the mech mage, but it depends a lot on the hand of the paladin as well. If you get
Yeah, it's
just
like
the minibuts
60-40
and-
maybe,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah, and now most decks have been making some changes to adapt to mech mages,
Yeah, sure.
so the matchups are not so bad for them. So weapon it is?
What?
Weapon it is, yeah.
Of course. So Inquisitor still doesn't have a mech on board at this moment, so he'll probably go for the Spider Tank together with Cockmaster.
I like the spare
McWarper
part,
is-
and I like the top deck as well.
Yeah, that was the top deck.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty useful. I guess if he draws a Sylvanas, it's going to be huge, the coolant.
We see Pyromancer from Inquisitor, like he's running more a control version of
Yeah,
Paladin
yeah.
rather than the mid-range, which is more popular these days.
He's pretty good on Paladin, and I've been playing a bit with him, and we just came to the conclusion that the Pyromancer is really good, because sometimes it's like you never draw the concentration, and cold is a dead card.
Yeah, so
And-
it's useful like an AoE.
Yeah, and you can also do like
Trigger.
even with a Loatheb, you can just go Pyromancer equality for 7 mana, and
Yeah.
still clear the board, and they don't expect it. Probably the McWrapper going down here.
Yeah.
McWarper, I'm calling it McWrapper
Yeah.
all the time.
Reddit has gone crazy with your calling calling the McWrapper
The McWrapper, yeah.
to wrap some mechs.
Okay,
Okay, I think
this is
this
pretty
is like
standard, yeah. And
nope.
ooh,
Oh, yeah.
that was
the
close.
final
That was
the
close.
final shot got it right.
Not the best card here, I guess.
So equality.
Yeah, he's going
That's
for the-
what we were talking about.
For the full ball clear, and it's pretty good because like he just burned his mirror entity,
Yeah. And now Paladin is like in a really good spot, I guess.
and now mage has no place, like no decent place. I guess he has to either play the technician or the blast mage.
Probably the.
I think it's
I would probably play on
Technician?
curve. Oh, technician.
on curve. Yeah, it's.
Yeah.
I think both are fine, I guess, because like I think the blast mage is really good against mage, and you have two.
Oh, he chose the technician.
You have two technicians.
Yeah,
So,
it's
yeah.
really good against Paladin, I guess. So you want to keep it.
And we see like Senjin and the minibot, most probably.
Most probably.
She could also like Dude and Gorton Master, but that's like weak, I guess.
No, I think you have a decent play. Like Midibot is very strong.
You force your opponent to use his Fireball, which is fine for you.
And probably he's going to develop the next.
Yeah, that was a lucky draw, I
Mad
guess. Yeah,
Yeah.
a nice draw. And now he's just looking for a mech to come back into this game.
I think he needs his boom for
We see the
sure.
Sylvanas now drawn.
Sylvanas.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Maybe you can also taunt the Sylvanas to protect your HP, your life points, and also like force him to trade into here. But
Yeah, I don't know, but he already has free trades on the Sylvanas, so you
absolutely, but you can
just
like
force him.
You can probably trade the 2/2 and then Sylvanas the 5/5 and taunt the Sylvanas and
Probably first Sylvanas. Yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
he-
absolutely.
yeah.
no, but no, he can't.
He didn't.
Sylvanas. Okay, he's going for that play. I don't know about this play.
Yeah, probably Sylvanas and then trading on the Mad Scientist was
Yeah,
their
and
play.
taunting the
Yeah.
Sylvanas maybe as well, or like saving the taunt for later on.
But that's also
Yes,
interesting, I guess.
this plays
Yeah.
fine too because like Sylvanas is going to be good even in the next turn anyway. No mechs. to
No
be seen.
mechs. Goblin Blast Mage won't get any value now.
And he's running double Technician, double Blast Mage, but not so many mechs. And those things can happen sometimes. Because like I've been experimenting with a single Technician since I'm not running so many mechs on my Mech Mage.
I see.
Sometimes it's better, sometimes it's worse in this case.
You run Mechanical Yeti? Because like you need some
it depends, yeah.
source of
I don't...
spare parts for your Antonidas.
It's like on and off, I guess. And
things are going pretty bad here. Like this consecration is gonna hurt, I guess.
let's see if he's going to keep the Cog Master. He's keeping it.
Yep.
Given respect for the concentration, I like it. And wow, that's an unlucky draw, I guess.
Yeah, he played his Quartermaster before.
Yeah, if you played
If
the
he played
Sylvanas,
Sylvanas, he would have the chance now for the full combo.
well, that's pretty tough. Some bad luck for both players in this case. He's going to master anyway, I guess. It's too good to not to
Yeah.
play it. And now the mage needs like a second fireball, lantern
Or a mech.
maybe, or even
Or simply
or a mech, yeah, I guess. That's fine too.
Yeah. Don't
Mech
think
would
it
be
really
better,
helps.
yeah, I
mech
guess mech would be better,
Don't
but
think it really helps.
the paladin is on a clock, but right now lay on hands, it's gonna be absolutely awesome.
He's trying to pressure, like this is the only way to get something
Even
out of
those
this game.
face thing, yeah.
Face?
Probably going all in like on
Ah.
I don't know.
Probably yeah. I personally would have like think something. But it's
I guess he's all in right now, and I think the game,
Yeah, the game is over.
The game is over right now. Yeah, we don't want to spoil anything, but can we see like any card to turn this game around? Maybe if he's playing unstable portal, maybe like
unstable portal into what?
into what? Deathman will not help, right?
Yeah.
Because like he
No.
has a Sylvanas on board. But this is like
I guess
this
that's
could be
all.
excellent, but it's a very small chance. No.
But still, like the paladin will draw some more cards, and yeah. So we see like the mech mage. This was not kind of a mech mage because he didn't draw like
The mechs,
most of
yeah,
his
it's
mechs,
like-
so he did not synergize any of his cards.
The Snow Tiger came a bit too late right here.
He's going for fate.
I would really like to
Two
see
trades.
Inquisitor playing his Paladin deck another game, but we're not going to see it since
Yeah,
it's
that's
like
a conquest format.
Conquest format, yeah.
Yeah.
But we're going to see.
It seems like a really interesting deck. Like the Pyromancer is a really cool addition, I guess.
And I guess he was like vital in this game.
Yeah, it was like his board clear.
Absolutely, game winning and a second lay on hands on Inquisitor's deck.
Yeah, it's like a control paladin. He
Wow.
runs double layer hands,
yeah.
double equality, double consecration.
Even wow,
Guardian of Kings. I think he
Heal bolt?
runs only one.
yeah, he's running like too much heal. Right? It's
Yeah.
like it could probably
It's
beat Freeze Mage.
really slow.
Yeah, but like you can beat Freeze Mage because you have so much heal.
Yeah, it still gives you some chance, but I guess the matchup with the Freeze Mage is pretty one-sided. So
Yeah, but I guess it improves it a lot.
It
with
improves
so
it,
much,
yeah.
like, with so much heal. Right.
if you get the pressure right. So we'll probably see the concede now from
Never give up.
Never Give Up.
Yeah.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
So now Inquisitor will have to choose between his
Druid and
Druid
Rogue, I
and his
guess.
Rogue deck.
Druid and Rogue.
And now it's all about measuring whether you think I Have Lethal will choose to keep the same deck,
yeah,
which like
depends.
Rogue probably has a really good matchup with Mech Mage. It's not
Yeah.
certain, but like
It's favorable. Yeah.
I think it's favorable. So I guess that the Inquisitor would go for the Rogue here because like Druid is not so strong against Mech Mage. So
I guess, but you never know because like I have Lethal, I thought the same thing and just switched decks.
Oh,
But
he picked the Druid
yeah, he was probably expecting a switch from
I Have
yeah.
Lethal.
And
So we see some double leveling
Yeah,
from the players.
Conquest is really weird
Yeah.
because no players are forced to keep the same deck, so you never know what will happen.
We see like an innervating.
If he draws like
Inquisitor's hand.
and one drop right here, it's going to be huge.
Sure, but
Ouch.
Inquisitor doesn't have like a weak hand as well. Like has an innervate.
Yeah, Inquisitor's
he
hand
could
is
even,
really good. Yeah, he could go for a turn 2.
He can Belcher now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and just even have a turn 3 play with Wrath, and then Keeper on 4. But I don't know. I don't mind even pinging the shield right here. I don't know. It's kind of
Yeah.
tough, to be honest.
I think you innervate because like you have plays for the next
Yeah,
rounds.
yeah, yeah.
So I guess it
Just-
would be
just-
kind of greedy not
Yeah,
to.
play the Belcher.
Yeah.
Or I'd rather say the Belcher here, not the.
Yeah,
Druid.
but no need to.
Because like the Druid is
Play
more
it.
versatile, and this
Okay.
one. Okay. Because like you don't need damage on the Druid. It's like it's an overkill.
Yeah, and you already trade with everything that's on board, so. Okay, bro.
And that was a nice top deck.
Yeah, for sure.
So now turn 4, he's going for Spider Tank and the Coolant to get some tempo back.
The thing is, at some point, I have lethal will have to trade on the bear. So
So right now he's unveiling the set, and I guess he's going
Yeah.
to kill the Spider Tank or the Technician. Does it matter? Yeah, I think this is better because like he cannot ping the Druid right now.
yeah,
I would mostly
you face tank some more damage,
Yeah, yeah.
but now
Yeah, I mostly tend to kill the mech first, but in this case it's better to kill the 4 attack minion.
yeah, I guess like the blast mage would be.
Yeah, probably good if he attacks twice the Sage, but that's like 30%.
Oh, it wouldn't
or
be
something.
like it's highly improbable that the blast mage would give him any value here because it's 3
Yeah.
targets both have.
I normally kill the mech, but in this case I think that was
Yeah,
better.
that was
And now he's on curve again with an Azure Drake. Pretty nice plays by Gluzor. Now
And
this-
although the mech mage has
Yeah, this trade is really
Yeah.
inefficient.
although the mech mage has generally like a good matchup, druid is always druid.
Yeah, and right
Like
here.
some draws can easily
So now, what do you
win
do
it
now?
in matchup.
Like I guess Keeper or Force? Maybe Keeper is better, I guess.
Yeah, keeper is fine, and you can face tank the 5-1. You're high on health, you don't mind.
The Shredder trades really well, but you don't really mind since you have the control
Yeah.
player in this matchup. He even trades. Wow, I guess he does not want to see a mech on the board.
That's for sure.
And now, I guess Yeti, Spider Tank, or you can even play the Antonidas as a body.
Yeah, but it's a bit like you're already far behind.
I don't really like the Antonidas right here because like it's very good as a bluff because like your opponent will have to kill
So
it. But
yeah.
if you play Spider Tank and Yeti, in the next turn you could play Antonidas and Spare Part if they get it out.
from the Yeti, yeah.
So it would be like a free fireball, and right now you just
But
burn
the thing
one
is,
more.
like, Force of Nature was probably the only way Druid could clear this. I don't think Wrath was not enough, and
Yeah, I guess, but even if you leave it on the board, you still don't have any spells.
yeah, so you don't have any spells to
So
proc
it's
it,
like
so
it's like a bad Bull the First Ogre. And now we see a card that it's like capable of
he's going all in. I
killing
guess.
the whole board.
Will
Yeah.
he ping a bomb or?
Yeah, I guess he
I
has
guess
to.
he will.
It's for free, I guess.
Oh, he's
he
going to
does not.
face.
Okay, I also like to ignore the bombs, but in this case, maybe I would consider killing the bomb.
I would probably ping it because
The druid can attack a minion twice and just ensure killing it.
yeah, now he
Don't
will
ping the
be like you give him the chance to make the trades as he wants to.
Yeah, I see a lot of players like clearing the bombs even with weapons, even with like hard
Yeah.
removal, and I think this is a big mistake. And we see now I have lethal like ignoring the bomb even with his ping after attacking with all his minions. So we see really different approaches to Dr. Boom.
Yeah.
And I think this is better than just like trading a lot because like you don't have
Okay,
to overcommit
you
on
don't have to
one
overcommit
drop.
with trading with minions, but like for the hero power, when
I guess now you see what can happen. Like
unlike 12 and 13, what won't make a big difference as you probably wouldn't have lethal this turn with even a top deck. So.
I absolutely like Inquisitor going face here with a boom bot because if you just gamble, it does not really matter. The bomb is going to be good no matter what. And now you can see you can,
He will find a more favorable situation to use
which
the
is
boom
now,
down.
and now he has to ping the boom. Okay, or the boom. Okay, that's fine too, I guess. Scenarios buff.
So we see now that yeah,
He's going to
that
do,
one boom that wasn't pinged will probably cause a lot of damage to.
and he decided to play the scenarios first because he did not want to risk the bomb hitting the mad scientist and then proccing mirror.
Yeah, of course.
That's why he played it first. Now you can also see a switch on the Dr. Boom, but he's not going for it. And that's a bad draw.
Yep, and this game is also over.
Yeah,
Okay, that's Druid.
that's good. Druid's really tough.
Innervates, Wild Growths.
Mhm.
You're really strong cards. They can win probably any matchup if they're joined in the correct order and you have plays with them.
And you have pretty good matchups with all the strong decks of the format.
Yeah, it's like an all-around class. I think it's strong in other formats or Last Man Standing or Conquest. It will always be a really strong class.
And now
So
we see-
Inquisitor will pick his last deck, which is his Rogue.
do you think I have Lethal Can 3-0 Inquisitor's Rogue?
Rogue is actually pretty strong. Like we see many players maining Rogue and bring them in every tournament. But in my opinion, it's like a deck that can easily 0-3 with some really bad draws. It
Yeah.
can lose from its own hand.
Yeah, the problem is that like
Yeah.
even if you're a very good Rogue player, okay, you can win one game, but like if you risk losing 3 games in a row, this is far worse in Conquest format.
Yeah.
And
Still, yeah, he probably has a good matchup with all of I Have Little's decks.
But now you see that he will not be able. Inquisitor's hand is not really good, and he cannot deal with
Yeah.
the Mech Wrapper. And
And we see
Rogue-
double Frostbolt from which can be really
I would like to
useful.
see an attack here. Okay,
Yeah.
he recognizes it, and that's going to be huge. I get on turn 3, I guess. But he goes for Frostbolt instead,
Frostbolt?
and okay, he drew the Chagrin.
Yeah.
I guess this
He
is
had already drew.
Yeah, okay, we could not see it. Wow, I see this game going for the mage.
It depends. Like if the Rogue grows a preparation, soon he has a Blade Flurry, so he can turn the things around. But with right now, it's pretty hard for him.
Would you drop the Thalnos here to cycle it?
I guess so.
Maybe you have to.
Yeah. Otherwise, you will be frozen like forever. You need to draw some preparation.
Yeah, maybe Thalnos attack the 1/2
And Redagger.
You could also like, no, Thalnos Flare is weak here. It does not achieve anything. I guess.
Yeah. Probably like since you will be frozen, you don't really care about the weapon, so you can oil and just save it for next turn Blade
Ah,
Flare.
he could also just play an oil. Yeah,
Just play an oil.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
since you
absolutely.
don't have any minions.
absolutely. Yeah,
So you just roll the oil down and
and
Blade
you
Flare
could
next turn.
Thalnos Flurry next turn and kill
Yeah.
the Yeti as well.
I think this is a
this is
decent
the
play.
play. Yeah, yeah.
Especially since you will be frozen, so
Yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah.
need the extra.
Yeah, and your hand is really high. It's really expensive, so you
Yeah.
cannot like afford to
You
play
want-
like
you
Azure
want
Drake and
combo
oil.
with
Yeah, that's
oil.
that's a
That's a
nice
good
play.
play.
Yeah. And now, I
I
see
think I have Lethal shouldn't overextend here.
Yeah.
He should understand that. But okay, the
Yeah.
mechanical get is safe.
you don't know about the Thalnos.
Yeah.
right?
But he has his Halna, so this will be a
Yeah.
total clear.
A prep would be also huge here with an Azure Drake prep into Flare.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this is fine too. Now you have a 3 damage backstab next turn. And you can see the victim of the backstab.
Okay, I guess he will ping it. So
Yeah, I guess I was talking about the Azure Drake.
still, oh, you mean Jurek?
Yeah, Azure Drake backstab on the 2-3, I guess. That's really good not to do it.
Of course. So we see like the Rogue turning the tables now. He
Yeah.
had this Blade Flurry,
Wow, I guess.
which is what you need against the Mech Mage. The
And
clear.
Still no max.
Fireball won't help. He's gonna freeze.
Yeah.
But now like some Fan of Knives,
Yeah,
Society,
from the side,
and-
yeah,
it's
that's going to be it, I
strong.
guess. We see like the Rogue decks being called Miracle, and I can see the reason right now. But I guess the Mage will need a miracle to win this game.
It's all about the clears. Like, if either rogue draws the clears, then it's pretty much over.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
Because MacMage has a problem with card draw. Like, if you run out of cards, you're in top deck mode.
Yeah,
from
especially
turn
in this
4.
version, if you run like Portals and Worms and maybe Arcane Intellect,
You have some cycle.
you can have some cycle, yeah, and maybe win with Rag if you run Rag. I've seen some lists with those cards in, but this deck is really. It can win in this way or with Antonidas, but
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So
it's.
if it doesn't snowball, then you've got some problems.
I guess it's not that strong as it used to be, especially with all those rogues being around.
Yeah, and I think like it's probably one of the most like the hardest counter for MacMage. Like
Yeah, I guess.
probably together with Priest, but Priest is not so strong at this
Yeah,
moment.
and
So
especially in a conquest,
yeah,
you can risk losing 3-0 to Priest, like we saw Maz yesterday.
he lost twice, I think. No win with Priest. So.
And it was Amaz, right? One of the best with Priest, so.
Yeah, he's the only one that still like trusts his Priest, but it seems like it doesn't help a lot.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna.
Portal into Deathwing, come on. Deathwing
Yeah.
is good against. Good
I
against.
think he runs no portals. Like
Come on,
we saw
no,
this deck.
believe. No, you don't know for sure. Come on. And he concedes.
So we have a really fast 3-0 from Inquisitor.
Yeah.
MacMage didn't prove itself.
Wow. And pretty easy wins as well.
Yeah, like
For Inquisitor.
we saw like some cool plays from him,
Yeah.
both in the Paladin and this game.
And I really like some techs in his decks, like the Pyromancer and
Yeah.
the Paladin, and
He has actually proven to be like a really stable player.
yeah, he's really good in Greek lands.
Yeah.
He,
And in all tournaments he finished like
uh-huh.
really high.
Yeah, I also trust him as a practice partner. We play a lot together, and he's like, when he has a tournament coming up, he's going to like try hard and go to win it. He's not like playing full time, but he's a really tough player, and he's like the finalist of the first tournament I played in Greece, like more than a year ago.
Yeah.
So he's so consistent.
Yeah,
To be honest, yeah, we played in the final like 1 year ago, and we still play together. So
he will move on to the losers bracket, and I have Lethal will unfortunately be eliminated.
yeah, we're losing him from this tournament.
Yep.
We have to say in this point like that both of these players have won this cup, the Brawler Sin Cup.
Before, yeah.
I am also a past winner.
Yeah, you have been like 2 times consecutive winners of a Brawlers. I
Of
think the online.
Brawlers. Yeah, and this
So
one.
you're
I've
pretty
won
high ranked
as
in
well.
the points. And I think like they're both qualified for the main, almost qualified for the main event.
Yeah,
They
absolutely,
have like
absolutely.
too many points.
In the LAN category, I think both of these are like top 2, if I'm not mistaken, or like top 3 or top 4.
Yeah.
They're huge on points. We
So
see them like
they
in
will
every LAN.
participate in this huge main event, which
Yeah.
is being organized.
I hope I can also be there too. I think I'm going to be there because I play online a lot.
Some like we've been hearing things about great invites of even foreign strong
And
players.
you can also be there, guys.
Yeah,
You can also. You don't have to be from Greece. You can be from anywhere in the world.
just participate in the online tournaments.
Yeah.
You can
We-
find them in the registration page, and
We're going to have like 2 more and 2 more last call tournaments, right?
yeah,
And even if you don't go well in the last online tournaments,
a last call tournament like gives the chance to enter.
if you do well in that one, I don't really know how many spots.
Top 4.
4 spots.
Yeah, top
Okay.
4 has an instant qualification for the main event. So
Okay, so if you reach the top 4 of the last call tournament, you can qualify for our main event in Thessaloniki, which will be like in I guess in a few months, like in May, I guess.
Yeah.
it's in May.
Yeah.
So what? So we're gonna just pause for a moment for a short break, and we'll be back with more Hearthstone,
Yeah, more
People's
games from
Body, and
Blizzcon.
Deathlore.
Yeah.
See you guys.
See you
Hope
guys.
you have fun. More Hearthstone soon.